Hey guys, what's up? It's Pat here from Mountain Sledder. Check it out, 2024 Ski-Doo Summit X with Expert Package. Gonna tell you all about it. Let's go. In model year 2024, the Ski-Doo Summit X with Expert Package doesn't change a lot, but there is a change, and I'm gonna show it to you. But let's just go over everything that defines the Summit X with Expert Package first. So we're gonna start with the front, go tip to tail on the thing. I'm gonna show you the new thing, and we'll just go over some of those key features that kind of define the characteristic of this sled. Okay, so this sled is positioned for those expert riders, so they want to have a really precise sled that they can get into really tricky situations, steep side hills, right in tight in the trees, and all that stuff. So it's got some features built into it we'll talk about that kind of give it a little bit more of that precision. And a lot of those features existed on the model year 2023, but there is a new feature. I'm going to show you that as we go along. So let's start at the front here. Up front, we have the Pilot DS4 ski. So this is a little bit different than the ski that you're going to find on the Summit X model. This Pilot DS4 ski is also found on the Freeride for 2024. So that's an interesting change on that model. And we're gonna have another video all about the Freeride, so check that out. Basically, this ski has a slightly different keel that's bumped forward, and the profile of the tail of the ski is a little bit different and doesn't have that removable ski tip that the DS3 has. So that's what you're gonna get on the Expert, the DS4 ski. Moving our way back here, we have the 34-inch ski stance, which is really great. I approve, I love it. Just makes it a lot easier going through chunky snow, rough snow, side hilly terrains. It's just really a lot easier. I find less effort to hold that line across the side hill. Up front here, we have the KYB 36 Plus shocks. These have a slightly stiffer calibration than what you're gonna find on the Summit X. We're told it's in the range of around 10% stiffer. Into the rider cockpit area, and this is where you're gonna find your change. But we have carrying over the flexible handguards that are unique to the Expert Package model. And here's our new stuff right here on the brake side. So our brake assembly is changed. We still have the adjustable brake lever, but we now have an aluminum master cylinder. So in the model year 2023 Expert Package, it was like an aluminum cover that protected the master cylinder. Now the whole thing is aluminum, and this is going to give you a little bit more protection when you're in those spots, like the tight trees that we were talking about, that this sled is basically built for. One other thing about this is that the mounting bracket is offset now, and that means you can move the whole assembly more in on the bars. And now this is great because that can get your brake lever into a more comfortable position from where you want your hand to be. There's just like a little bit more range of adjustability into getting that lever where you want it to be for your finger when you're riding. Summit X with Expert Package uses a 120 millimeter riser. It's a 4.7-inch riser. It's great, it's nice and low, gets you into that nice knees bent athletic position for tackling the more technical terrain. Moving back into the rider cockpit area, we have the ultra compact seat. So this is the smallest seat that you can find on a Ski-Doo sled, on a Summit sled, and really makes it just a lot easier to just hop over back and forth, get your body in the position that you want it to be for the riding that you're doing, rather than any seat kind of getting in your way. We'll just pop down here to our quick adjust limiter strap. So this allows you to quickly adjust the length of the limiter strap, which is going to change the whole attitude of the sled in terms of ski pressure and the ability to wheelie. So we have two settings, basically precision and agile. The agile setting is a looser, longer limiter strap, and so that's going to allow a little bit more ski lift and more transfer in the rear suspension. The precision setting is going to kind of shorten that up, and so it's going to lock the skis down, so it's going to kind of maintain a bit of a flatter attitude. So that's great when you're trying to get through side hills, up steep stuff. You can get a little bit more ski pressure. It's going to allow you to kind of get moving forward more, whereas the agile mode is sort of the fun mode where you're really popping the skis up and wheeling, and you can do all your re-entries and all those kind of maneuvers, and it's a lot of fun. So most riders keep it in the agile setting because it's the most fun, and then if you get in a pickle, it's really easy to pop it over to precision to get up out of a hole or to make your way through a really gnarly section. So basically you just lift it up, spin it around, and you're in that other setting. So this is one of those things that at first you think, oh, maybe this is kind of gimmicky, but honestly, the more that you use this thing, the more you really appreciate the way that it can actually change the manner of the sled in ways that are like not really that subtle. You know, it actually makes a big difference. So that's really cool. Okay, so Summit X with Expert package continues to have that T-Motion XT rear suspension. So that's different than the T-Motion X, which causes a little bit of confusion. But basically you can see right here, this rear arm does not have any pivot in it. It's a fixed rear arm, so it's not going to allow that suspension to pivot at all underneath the tunnel. So it's just going to give you a little bit more precise line when you're going through nasty crud and technical stuff like that. So in conjunction with that, you get the benefits of, this is the Powder Max X Lite track, and it has full width rods. So you can see here, the rods here extend all the way to the edge of the track. So it doesn't allow any of that flexing of the track like that. And it's just going to add a little bit more precision of a line at just a tiny cost of float, I guess you could say. But it's still 16-inch wide track, so you're still going to get a lot of flotation out of it. And last, we'll just show you the rear shock here. We do have a piggyback, easy adjustable 3-position clicker shock at the back, and that is a KYB Pro 36, I believe. And just here is how you just spin this little dial right here, 3 settings, soft to firm. Set it where you like. So the Ski-Doo 2024 Summit X with Expert package doesn't have a lot of changes from the model year 23 version, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The other thing I should mention is that the only way you can get a 175-inch track length sled from Ski-Doo is in the Summit Expert package. So in this you have available a 154, a 165, and a 175 track length, and they all have the 3-inch paddle. Last but not least, the Ski-Doo Summit X with Expert package comes in 2 color options. We have Timeless Black / Orange Crush and another color option, so take your pick, get out there, get into the deep and gnarly and technical stuff and have fun.